Hey everybody, it's Coach Bill Hart, and I just wanted to tell you how fired up I am about joining you in January at the Organizers Direct Dealer Conference. And let me tell you why. I'm excited about it because in spending time with Alicia, I understand that you guys really had a good time spent with Cameron Harold getting your vision, a really meaningful vision created, and that is so enormously important because there's so many people that just they engage with their days, particularly in small business, and they're putting out brush fires and trying to get the most important things done each and every day, but they don't have a sense of where they're going. And so it sounds like most of you now have that, which is fantastic. Having a vision is tremendous. As a coach now, I can tell you for the last 15 years, sitting in this chair in this very office, the biggest issue is the gap between my current reality and my future state, which is my vision, right? The thing that I see, the thing that I've drawn up. So here's what we're going to do. And I want you to know we're going to do this through a keynote, which I always feel like when you see keynote on an agenda, it feels like one-way communication, right? And it will be, obviously, to some degree. But we're also going to be doing roundtables and circled up and having a cup of coffee or a glass of wine and working on these things individually. I'm going to be with you for the duration of the event. So I'm really excited about us rolling up our sleeves and working on what we call the simple business plan. The simple business plan is such a difference maker, and it will make a difference for you. So I want to paint the picture for you of what you're going to leave with, right? What we would call the desired end result. The desired end result is that each and every one of you will leave this event with a one-page simple business plan that covers three specific areas. Number one, the outcomes that are important to you. Now, there may be some duplication with some of you, but some of you are going to have very unique outcomes. It might be income or revenue or volume or market share or growth, anything that you can measure, right? Your outcomes. Number two are your disciplines. What are those things that you know that you need to be doing each and every day? Maybe it's a team meeting, maybe it's calls that need to be made, follow up. You know what those things are that need to be done. And then number three are the projects. And the projects, it's an interesting topic, right? In David Allen's book, some of you may have read, I think it's right there, David Allen's book, Getting Things Done, The Art of Stress-Free Productivity. Who doesn't want a gallon of stress-free productivity? He describes a project as anything that is more than one physical action. So a great example of this for small business people is your database. As an example, you've probably got a certain percentage of contacts in your phone. And then there's another group of contacts in Outlook. And there might be yet a third in whatever, right? A directory on a shelf somewhere, or a CRM that you used to use. So that would be a project where we would have to break it down and say, okay, step one, I need to aggregate all the data. Step two is I've got to figure out what I'm going to put it into. Step three, I've got to figure out how to tier it and segment that database. But you're too busy. So what we're probably going to look at is there another way to get that done? Is there a teenager available to you? Is there somebody else that could do this for you? Is there a virtual assistant? You could pay a fraction of what it would cost in terms of your time to get that done. So outcomes, disciplines, projects, and in the very center of this form is a circle. And in that circle of your one-page business plan is going to be your theme. And your theme could be anything. Your theme could be 20% growth for 2019. Your theme could be optimization, meaning I need to be spending my time in the areas that move the needle the most in my business and not spend so much time in those low value tasks that I could delegate, create a system around, buy some software for, have a teenager do, as I mentioned. I'm not kidding about that. They can be valuable. So that's what you're going to leave with. You're going to leave with a one-page business plan, and I'm just so fired up to be able to do that with you because I know this is the thing that can make the difference, that can help you to close the gaps from where you are to where you want to be. Look forward to seeing you in Scottsdale.